Good morning and happy Saturday. It is Vlogmas day 2. It is December 2nd. My name is Elizabeth and I am running with Hooks and Yarn, and we are going to get into our Vlogmas day 2. I was given some pretty good constructive criticism yesterday. I did take some notes as I didn't have any yesterday. I thought I came into this super organized, and I realized I was not organized at all. I also had someone give me the name of a free editing app, so hopefully this video was actually a little bit edited and maybe not as just cut and dry as yesterday's. I am still working on my lighting. As you can see, I pulled my shade on this side, but the lighting keeps changing, so I'm going to keep working on that just because I know sometimes it's difficult to see, so I am working on that. I do have the fireplace on my TV going again today, just so it can provide some backlighting back here. It might get turned off later, but it is a different time of the day than it was yesterday. It's about 10:30 in the morning on Saturday. I slept in a little bit. It was lovely to sleep in. My children are upstairs in bed. They're teenagers, so I let them sleep. My husband is actually out hunting, and my mother-in-law is upstairs. So I am down here ready to open Advents. I've got my coffee this morning. It is in my Dear Santa, It's a Long Story mug. It also has, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it. Yeah, there it is. It's also got this little present inside, which is one of my favorite aspects of this cup. But it's just like the perfect size to hold. This is what I love about a good coffee mug. It's just got to be like fit in the hands and feel good. I love my coffee. So let's get down to business. I started my morning with some prayer and meditation. I actually did it down here. Maybe you might have already seen it. I don't know if I've got it edited in there, but I did a little prayer and meditation with my daily meditation book. I had some coffee. I took Jessie out to the bathroom, which she might come down here. She's upstairs sleeping with her brothers. She loves sleeping with her brothers. So yeah, let's start opening. I'm going to try to go in the same order that I went in yesterday and do that all the way through. So we have Laughing Cat Fibers first. I went ahead and pulled it out of the box. The boxes are all sitting over here under the tree, but it still says Meowie Catmas. And when I open it, here is the inspo picture. That beautiful coral reef. Oh, so pretty. I would love to go coral reef diving and snorkeling. Oh, this color is so gorgeous. And there is some stitch markers. They look like little cats. I don't know if you can see those okay or not, but they look like little cats. Super cute. And here is the color. Look at this beautiful underwater green and blues and pinks. And one of the things that I did not mention yesterday about Laura from Laughing Cat Fibers, she does black light reactive yarn. So if you go onto her Instagram, which she is Laughing Cat Fibers, she is showing the pictures of her mini skeins and her colorways that under the black light. And I don't have a black light, so I can't actually show those to you. So go to her Instagram. She also has a web page. I'm not 100% sure what it is off the top of my head. But yes, she has all the pictures of this on, like, so you can see it above black light. But this one is so super pretty. Oh, I just saw this, but look, it's got this beautiful little twist of some dark blues and greens, and I don't know if it's coming through, but there's some little purple speckles in there. Oh, it's so beautiful. Outdone yourself, Laura, already on this one. You have totally outdone yourself. So I am still deciding what I'm going to do with this 12 Days of Christmas. Advent from Laura. I did take it upstairs and cake yesterday's, and I'll do the same with today's just because I know it's going to be easier. But I'm debating if I want to add these to my granny stripe blanket that I've already been working on, or if I want to start a new project and make the Sweet Shop blanket, which is a knitted blanket that is squares, and half of it is a color and then the other half is a neutral. Or I guess you could do it however you wanted, but I do have like a really pretty creamy white upstairs that would be really, really pretty with it as well. Or if anyone has any other suggestions for me, let me know what you think would be what you think that would be pretty as, or if you like a granny stripe with these or the Sweet Shop blanket. Again, let me know down below. I would really love the comments and the information that you guys have. So the next one I have is the Fiber Seed one from Lindsay. I guess it would be Lindsay from Fiber Seed. Oh, and it's another pink. This one is a little bit lighter, but it's still a vibrant, beautiful pink. This one is got some more tonal qualities to it. It's more bubblegum, less super bright, and it's super pretty. I'm going to remind you that this is Ari has a plan for these. It's going to be the Advent 2020 sweater. It is a knitted sweater. You can find it on Ravelry, but I'm not going to start this until at the very earliest Christmas Eve. I just don't want to give myself all of that extra work to have to do that. I don't want to stress myself out. So I'm not even caking these yet. I will cake them once I start figuring out what I'm going to do. Or not figuring out what I'm going to do, but once it gets closer to when I want to cast it on. But I'm pretty sure that's going to be my Christmas Eve or my Christmas Day cast on. So we'll see. We'll see when we get there when I start caking these up. Because it might just be I cake them as I go. I set up a nice little, my Swift and yarn winder, my ball winder is upstairs on my husband's old desk. And it's like the perfect place. So I can like sit at my desk and do my day job because I do work from home. I'm extremely lucky. So I can sit at my desk, and then if I need to, like during a break, I can pop over to his old desk because we used to obviously work right next to one another. And I have my Swift and my ball winder, so I can I cake up my yarn real quick and then come back over and like knit or crochet during meetings. It's fantastic. But yeah, so I did that yesterday and it was super fun. Let's see, the next one that we have is from Hugh Loco. And this one, I did not look at the name, so give me 1 second. The name for this one is Metallic. So remember, this is the Oxide Fade. And, oh, I can't get it open. Yesterday's square that I did for my Coziest Memories only took about half, so I have the other half back in the box, caked up, and it actually might go onto my granny stripe blanket. The only thing is I don't think I'm going to have enough to do the 3 stripes because my granny stripe blanket has 3 stripes of each color, but it might just get that, or maybe I'll just start another Cozy Memory blanket. I don't know. Or maybe that will go into the Sweet Shop if I do it with Laura's from Laughing Cat. So this is Nicole's from Hugh Loco, and again, this is Metallic. Ooh, look at this. It's similar to yesterday's, and I don't know if the color is all the way coming through, but it is a pinky orange color. It looks like it's got some, this reminds me of like the copper after it's been oxidized color, like the color of the Statue of Liberty. That's a really pretty color, but it's just got all of these fun little colors in it. I think the lighting is washing it out, but I am super excited to get this one caked up and add it to my Cozy Memories blanket. Actually, I want to show you that. So here is yesterday's square, and as you can tell, it worked up absolutely beautifully. This is, I held it double, so I put it in a cake and I pulled it from the center and I pulled it from the outside so I could hold it double and make a DK weight. And I am using a US 4? I'm sorry, I'm using a US 6 4mm hook for this needle. You can tell I'm a crocheter usually. So I'm using a 4mm set of needles, and it's a US 6 to make it this nice. I mean, I wish I could, but look how beautiful and just squishy this wonderful fabric is. I went ahead and picked up my stitches for my next square, and once I get this caked, I will figure out which way I'm going with it. I'm still learning. So if I'm gonna cast on my other 20 stitches here, or if I'm going to cast them on here to make it go with the stripe down the middle here, because the way it works, I'll have to figure that one out. But I'm super excited, and either way, I think it's going to be beautiful. However I do that. So yeah, that is my day 1 progress. Day 2 will be caked up later, and because now I have the editing feature kind of figured out, maybe I'll have some video of today actually caking this up and maybe working with it. We'll see. If not, it's just going to be like this, and it'll be fine either way, right? So next I want to show you the socks that I started. I actually am completely caught up with them already. So I decided to do 20 rounds of ribbing. So 2 stripes, if I could keep it in my hand, so 2 stripes of each color, because I'm doing 5 rounds a piece. So 20 rounds of ribbing, and then I'm starting on the red, and my goal is to do 10 rows a day at this moment on both socks. So that would be 20 rows. That's 2 stripes of each color for the whole thing, or 1 stripe of each color on each sock. And I think that can get me enough to get me through the season. Or I'll just keep going, and if I need something to do, these are super fun. It's just going to be a plain vanilla sock. I think I might do the diamond heel on these, and just keep the 5-row stripe going, because in the diamond heel, which is by Always Be Kind Yarn, her name is also Laura, she has a pattern on Ravelry for a diamond heel. You don't have it, like, you can keep the stripes going in your pattern, which I think is super awesome. So yes, there is my socks, and I really love the little bit of difference in the like how it shows up with the colors and the speckles, and you can see some of that lighter red, and over on this side some of the speckles and the green. I just love how it's working up. I also want to brag on myself a little bit. I have started 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 socks, and every single time, oh, I also have done a couple hats, but every single time I have messed up the ribbing. I have gotten it wrong somewhere. I've mixed up my knits and my pearls, but on both of these, I did not do that. I kept it correct. All of the knits line up with all of the knits, and all of the pearls line up with all of the pearls, and I am just so happy that that happened. It's making a mess here, so oops. We'll just put this right back down in here. So what we have next on the list is the tea from yesterday. Now, I told you that I would show you the nifty little thing we got. So this is my single cup, is it in the camera there? My single cup tea steeper. We actually got this for my son for Christmas last year because he's like his mama and he likes to drink tea. And I think I use it more than him. But it's from the same company. It's from Testa Tea. I don't know if you can see because it's clear. But it's from Testa Tea, and you put your loose leaf tea in like like you would normally do, and you fill it up with boiling water, and then you set it on top. I'm doing a terrible job of showing this because I've got the light behind me. But then you set it on top of your cup, on top of your mug, and then it after it has steeped, and then it goes in to your teacup. And I just love it. I think it's a fantastic little gadget. It is used all the time in my house. If I'm not drinking coffee, I'm usually drinking tea or water. I should probably get better at, drinking water, but life juice, coffee. So I want to talk about yesterday's tea before. So just as a reminder, it was Fireside Spice, a mulled wine fruit tea. I'm not big on mulled wine, but I still wanted to try it. It was very good. And I don't think yesterday I knew this, but it has some words behind it. So yesterday's it says, this top selling seasonal tea envelops you in its smoky, citrusy flavors. Share the flavors you love in mulled wine with everyone on your list. It was very good. I added a little bit of honey to mine because that's how I like my fruit teas. And it was strong. I even took some notes. It wasn't, I think I might have only put like 7 ounces of water instead of the 8 to 10. So it was just a little strong for me, but it was so good. It was spicy, but it was sweet. It was deep and rich and robust and full of all these lovely flavors. Oh, it was so yummy. I don't think I would, if I was served this tea or if this is the tea that I had, I would drink it, but it isn't something that I would just go for. I'm a milky black tea girl, but this was really good. And so today's tea is ginger sweet peach. This is a spicy peach herbal tea. And on the back right here, or behind it, it says, this relaxing blend warms you to your core. Sweet, fresh, peach chunks, perfectly balanced, spicy, healing ginger to serve up chill vibes at any time. I'm not a big peach fan, but for, the sake of the advent calendar, I am going to try it. It'll probably be later this afternoon, if not this evening. I have 2 more little adventy calendars I want to talk about. So I told you that I was doing the crochet countdown to Christmas by Spotted Horse Design Co. I didn't get to it yesterday. I had a lot of stuff going on. I had work, I went and got my boys, I had a meeting to attend, dinner to make. I needed to sit down and be with my husband, and I needed to sit down and be with my children, and I just didn't get there. But I will say that yesterday's stitch was the almond stitch. And I did not know how to do the almond stitch. I did read through it, but I did not actually get out a hook and crochet it. I thought about also maybe doing the Laughing Cat fibers, do like 10 grams and an almond stitch, and then, whatever today's is, which I know what today's is now. I'm doing that. But then I was like, no, I think this wants to be something else. I don't think this wants to be learning stitches. So I will do this just maybe today. Day 2, which is right here, is the alpine stitch. Now I do already know how to do the alpine stitch. So I don't need to do a swatch of it. I actually have a couple swatches of it already upstairs for a sweater I was going to make that I ended up frogging, but I already know how to do the alpine stitch. So maybe that's just how it happened, because today I don't need to learn, but I do still want to learn how to do the almond stitch, so maybe I'll just do today's later today. But this is going to be so much fun. I still am really excited to do this. And then I also have the Wonder Calendar, which is yoga with Adrienne. This is her December calendar. And I didn't get to yoga yesterday either. I had too many other things to do. Hopefully I can get to it today, but I am not going to get on myself too terribly hard about not getting to my yoga. Mostly because I did get my squats done and I did get my run done yesterday. Jesse and I went out. My husband actually went and picked up the kids, and then I went out and ran. Jesse and I got 4 miles in, and I was listening to my book while I was running. So I'm reading the Black Jewels series again. It is by Anne Bishop. Maybe I'll try to get a picture right here. If not, I'm holding my hand here for no reason. But I'm rereading that series, and I am on Dreams Made Flesh, which is the 5th book in the series, and it has 11 or 12, I can't remember, and it does kind of go back in time a little bit. Sorry. But I really do love the series. It's one of my favorite series. It's something that always just feels like coming home when I read it. I am going to throw out a trigger warning. It is very dark, and it does have some not child appropriate themes in it. They are not a children's book. They're not a children's series. They are for adults. There are actual trigger warnings, but because of YouTube, I don't want to say the words. I will put them down in the description of what the trigger warnings are. So again, not children friendly. These are adult books, but it is oh so good. So today that is all my Advents, and it is, getting on to 11 o'clock. I'm gonna need to go get all the kids up. I also just want to let them sleep. I need to get my run in today. I have 8 miles on my training plan today. I'm getting myself back in shape so I can train for a marathon. I haven't been able to run longer distances like that in over a year. I've had a rough year with my running. I've had a rough year with my life, so running has kind of taken a back seat, but I have a goal to run the Glass City Marathon in April of 2024. I'm going to run it with my best friend, Katie. It's also her first marathon, so we are both training to get in shape so we can train to run a marathon. So today my training plan has 8 miles, and my plan is to, after I take my oldest, he's got a choir performance, not show choir, but he has a choir performance today in town, so I need to take him there, and my goal is to get my run after I drop him off, and I'm probably going to take my middle because he wants to stay the night at a friend's house. We'll see though, but I'm going to take him in to stay at a friend's house, and then I can get my run done, and then I have a birthday dinner with my best friend Katie. So that is my plan. I'm gonna try to get some footage so I can add it to tomorrow's. I think that's how I want to do this. But again, we're learning, we're trying, we're adventuring, we're having fun, we are enjoying it, and I am ready to get my needles and start working and get my hook, and maybe, I do need to finish a couple Christmas presents. I'm doing a couple, I think they're called Queen Cowls by Tony Lipsy of TL Yarn Crafts. My local Joann's had a sale on Woolies Thick and Quick, so I got multiple colors so I could make Christmas presents for everyone. So if you normally get a Christmas present from me, sorry, you know what you're gonna get, but you don't know what color it's gonna be. But I'm still super excited. I love doing handmade gifts, but then I always forget about them because I feel like I have everything else to do, but it's okay. I only have about 6 more to make before Christmas, and they usually only take me about hour and a half to 2 hours to make, because it's a super chunky yarn, and it is a big old 9mm hook, so it doesn't take me all that long. So maybe I just need to finish one of those up today too. So I think that is about all. I'm still gonna try to figure out if I want a pickup, like opening welcome line, and if I do, what's it going to be? Again, I'm still just getting into the pattern of this. If you have any constructive criticism or suggestions, please drop them down below in the comments, and enjoy the rest of your day. Have a happy Saturday, and thanks for watching. Bye!